Once again, I welcome you all to the biology classroom. We are discussing our second chapter, cell clusters, and we almost covered the second chapter. Today in this video, we are going to discuss the last portion of this chapter. In the last video, we discussed about different types of plant tissues, that is parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Today also we are going to discuss about plant tissue, that is vascular tissue. Have you heard about vascular tissue? Before that, I have a question. You studied that the water and minerals absorbed by the root of the plant reaches the leaf. It is from the leaf plants prepare food, that is they perform photosynthesis. Have you ever thought how this water and minerals reaches up to the leaf? It is because of this vascular tissue. This vascular tissue helps plants to transport water and minerals absorbed by the root up to the leaf. It is from the leaf plants perform photosynthesis, that is the process of preparation of food. And during this process, they prepare glucose and they utilizes the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and releases oxygen into the atmosphere. So it is a vascular tissue. Vascular tissues are specialized tissue formed from peculiar cell to do this activity. Vascular tissues are also known as complex tissue. Why it is called complex tissue? Because they are formed from different kinds of cell. So they are called complex tissue. The two types of complex tissue found in plants are xylem and phloem. Let's see what are the features of xylem and phloem. Xylem. They are tubes formed from elongated cell, that is long cell. They are the tubes formed from elongated cells. They transport water and minerals absorbed by the root to the leaf. So the main function of xylem is to transport water and minerals which is absorbed by the root up to the leaf. Xylem is having thick cell wall and therefore it provides support and strength to the plants. So another function of xylem is to provide strength and support to the plants because they have thick cell wall. Next is phloem. Phloem is to transport food material in plants. You can easily remember it as phloem. Phloem stands for food. Phloem, food. Composed of tubular interconnected cells. So phloem consists of tubular, that is long tube-like interconnected, that is the cells are connected and one by one they are arranged as a long tube. Transport food synthesized in the leaf to various parts of the plant body. So the function of phloem is to transport the food material which is prepared from the leaf to different parts of the plant body. This is a worksheet given in your textbook. Try to do this in your textbook with the help of the hints given in the previous page. Cells combine to form tissues. What if tissue combines to form? Look at this picture. Tissue combines to form an organ. So we have studied different kinds of tissue, that is nervous tissue, epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, etc. So this tissues combines to form organs. And what if organs combine to form? Organs combine to form an organ system. So many organ system combines to form an organism. A living being is said to be complex depending on the number of systems it has. Human being is a complex organism because it contains a number of organ systems. We have digestive system, respiratory system, reproductive system. So when the number of organ system in an organism increases, the organism is said to be complex. Physiological functions are smoothly carried out by the combined action of many organs. For example, digestive system. Digestion is a process of breaking down the complex food we eat into simple nutrients. And this digestion process is carried out by different organs such as stomach, mouth, stomach, then a small intestine, etc. So many organs combine to form a digestive system. Like this, check out the different systems in our body. It was there on your textbook. Try to complete this table. Heart, blood vessel. These are the organs which combines to form circulatory system. Nose, trachea and lungs combine to form our respiratory system. Kidney, ureter, urinary bladder combines to form our excretory system. Brain, nerves combines to form our nervous system. So these are the some of the different kinds of circulatory system in our body. Next we are going to study the level of organization. This picture shows the level of organization from atom to the community. That is atom. We know that what is atom? It is the smallest particle. So atoms combine to form molecule. Molecules combine to form cell organelles. Cell organelle combine to form a cell. Cell combines to form tissue. Tissue combines to form an organ. Different organs combine to form an organ system. Different organ system combine to form an organism. And different organism combine to form a population. And different population combines to form a community. So this is the level of organization of organism from atom to community. A complex organism is having different organ system and different kinds of organs and different kinds of tissues. Each tissue is having a definite function. So different kinds of tissues work together for the smooth functioning of a complex living organism. This is all about today's class. Hope you all understood. Do the letters as a part in your textbook itself. Try to do all the questions. Thank you. Have a nice day.